Hey everybody, it's your girl Marva B. Subscribe, like, and share. This is the Black Link Experience. Hit that bell for notifications for stories like these and others because we're here for it. So, you guys, Chris Brown is being sued for millions of dollars over a chicken restaurant. Brown is currently embroiled in a lawsuit filed by City National Bank that is currently worth at least $2 million to the company. The lawsuit focuses on a loan that was taken out in his name from the financial institution so that the singer could purchase two Pie Chicken restaurants. Legal documents reviewed by a number of publications reveal that City National Bank alleges it loaned the Grammy winner and several of his associates the millions so they could buy several storefronts that are part of the popular fast food chain. The problem is so far is that Brown has not paid the loan back. So you see, it's in his name and several people gained off of it, but he's the one that's being sued. So the cited documents state that as of this past February, Brown owes not only the $2 million, but also more than $140,000 in interest. Fellow musician The Dream is also named in the lawsuit, though it appears that Brown specifically is on the hook for the entire amount. The City National Bank filed the lawsuit in Georgia where Brown took out the loan, but now the issue has gone nationwide as it is also pursuing him in California for repayment. The company has apparently been looking to make its money back for several years now with no luck. Brown may be best known as a singer and dancer, but he has also invested in fast food in the past. In addition to looking to acquire several Popeyes restaurants, which he may or may not have done, as that was also not made clear initially, he reportedly owns stake in a handful of Burger King locations as well. Not only is he facing the lawsuits from the fast food lawsuits, he's also facing a huge lawsuit from the housekeeper of $71 million who sued Chris Brown with claims his shepherd savagely mauled her in 2020, scored a court victory Wednesday. A Los Angeles judge upheld the bulk of her claims against Brown's company and said a trial would begin next month. Brown's lawyer has challenged 6 of the 9 claims filed by the housekeeper and her husband in July 2021. The defense lawyer claimed Brown's company, Black Pyramid, did not own the dog and further argued the lawsuit's allegations were either redundant or simply lacked the necessary evidence. The judge did dismiss one claim for negligent infliction of emotional distress, saying it was duplicative of a separate negligence claim. But she upheld a subsequent claim for intentional infliction of emotional distress. The court has denied Black Pyramid's request for judgment on the pleadings on most of the substantive claims Black Pyramid has challenged. Los Angeles County Superior Court Judge Lisa R. Jasko wrote in her ruling adopted Wednesday. So just a couple of days ago, she said, at this stage in the case, the pleading under attack must be accepted as true. She further ruled that the housekeeper's application for workers' compensation claim did not undercut her lawsuit because her complaint does not allege Black Pyramid was her employer. The housekeeper, who's suing as a Jane Doe, alleges in her lawsuit that she was hired by an outside agency to perform cleaning services at Brown's mansion in Tarzana, California on December the 12th, 2020. She claims she was taking out some trash to an outdoor receptacle when the dog named Hades pounced on her out of nowhere, savagely biting her face, her arms, and body. She says the dog was literally tearing out and ripping off large chunks of her skin from her face and her arms, according to the complaint. She is screaming in terror and calling out for help, yet no one comes to her assistance. Her 28-page lawsuit obtained by the Rolling Stone alleges. As she lay there bleeding profusely, barely able to see as blood is covering her eyes, face, and body, she observes defendant Brown approach her, standing over her as he is speaking on a cell phone, the lawsuit states. The housekeeper alleges Brown ordered his security to grab Hayes and other dogs on the property and remove them from the premises before police arrived. Defendant Brown was essentially instructing his security team to destroy evidence and flee the scene. The plaintiff remains on the ground, bleeding profusely, with large chunks of skin missing from her face, arms, and body, and fearing she is going to die. In that moment, plaintiff reasonably believed that all occupants of the home had left her there to die. Her paperwork states. She alleges someone drove Hayes hundreds of miles north to Humboldt County, where he was later found with a chip tracing back to Brown. She says the Humboldt County Sheriff's Office animal shelter determined the dog was dangerous, so it was euthanized. Plaintiffs further alleged that Brown ran an unlicensed business at the premises wherein he engaged in the business of breeding large breed, dangerous, and vicious attack dogs at his home, including selling those dogs, which included Hayes. The housekeeper's husband, identified as John Doe, alleges in a lawsuit that the injuries and harms to his wife led to a breakdown in their marriage. He's suing for loss of love, companionship, comfort, care, assistance, protection, affection, society, and moral support of his wife, who was nearly killed in the incident and left in a pool of her own blood by the defendants. Brown's lawyer did not respond to a request for comment after the ruling Wednesday. When Brown answered the complaint in August 2022, he called the lawsuit frivolous and said the plaintiffs were the ones at fault for how they conducted themselves. Now, just with that comment right there at the end, I don't see how he's going to get out of this. If this truly has happened, and his dogs, and these were his dogs on his property, and she was there doing a job, I just don't know how he's going to get out of this $71 million lawsuit. So it remains to be seen. We will continue to follow this story as well. So dang, Chris got the lawsuits for the Popeye's chicken restaurants that he didn't pay back. And of course, this prior to the chicken, the $71 million lawsuit. What do you guys think? Leave your comments below. This is the Black Link Experience.